Tullimore, dude.
Alright. Time to ad-lib some shit.
Absolutely. Let's bullshit our way through this and see what happens. No, this smells really
It's good.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Well, hey, I'm Bubba.
I'm Travis.
We're the Bottle Brothers. And today we're looking at Tullimore Dew.
Absolutely. We had definitely planned to do this way ahead of time. And there was nothing that stopped us from doing this at all.
Absolutely.
So,
it's not a total scheduling conflict that caused us to just pull a random bottle off the shelf. Not at all.
Exactly. So Tullimore Dew is something I actually wanted to do for a little while now. Because the blend, no, I shouldn't say the blend. The influence that it has is the cider cask. So this is actually Tullimore Dew cider cask finish.
Look at that. Nah, so it's really interesting. We've talked about double maturation lightly in the past. I've never seen a cider finished whiskey.
I have not either. That's why it stood out to me.
Absolutely. So a little history on Tullimore Dew as a distillery. They are actually the most popular whiskey in Ireland themselves.
Right.
They make a bunch of different expressions, from single malts to a bunch of other cool stuff. This is a blended Irish. So what that means is there is going to be pot still whiskey, column still whiskey, and grain whiskey all blended together in this.
So what's interesting to me about Irish whiskey is that here in America, you ask for an Irish whiskey, you're going to get Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
But in Ireland, if you ask for a whiskey, they're not going to pour you a Jameson because compared to some of the other Irish whiskeys, Jameson is not that popular.
Yeah, the United States is actually the biggest consumer of Jameson whiskey in the world.
Which is ironic because it's Irish whiskey.
Absolutely. But yeah, so on the nose on this, I'm getting something really cool, and maybe it's just because it is cider, but it smells like autumn.
It does. You get the leafiness.
Yeah, it literally smells like dead leaves on the ground. But
it's not. It's exactly what it is. You get when you rake up leaves and then you let them sit a little too long.
Yeah, they start.
And then
they start
bottom
to turn
layer.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little soggy and sweet.
Right.
Ugh. But it smells nice in the glass, though. I promise.
Right. It's a good.
It's a good. All right, let's taste it. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Apples.
Yeah.
So many apples.
Oh yeah.
Who put apples in my glass?
That is a lot of apple. But it is a cider cask finish. What can you expect?
Absolutely. I was not expecting it to be that intense.
No.
With apple.
That's
it was
really
not
good.
It was not on the nose. There was not that much apple on the nose. Goodness gracious.
I'm a little partial to apple too. You know how it goes. Everything
Right.
I try, I'm like, oh, I see a little bit of apple in that.
See some apples in there.
But this is a lot of apple. It's not a bad thing though. You still get the maltiness to it.
Right. Well, here's the thing, right? Typically in Irish whiskey, you're going to get some flavors of like fresh baked bread and biscuits, and you're also going to get some flavors of bright green apples and like apple skin. In this, I am getting straight up the taste of apple juice, baked apple, deep
It's almost like a wine.
Yeah,
not with grapes, but with apples.
Yeah, like fermented apple.
It's still very good.
Unfortunately, that's it's so dominating. I can't find anything else in there. It's very gentle, right? The whiskey itself is a gentle experience, but.
That apple is just so overpowering. It's hard to find anything else.
Yeah, I would like to see what this whiskey would be like if they spent just a little less time in the cider casks.
Right.
To let a little bit more of the, because I mean, Tullimore Dew is an amazing whiskey by itself, but I feel like this is just a big woolen blanket covering the nature of the whiskey.
This is a once a year limited release, and it's you can only get it in select markets and select places in those select markets. So it's neat to have it, but it's for what you'd have to pay for it. You know, is it worth it? You taste an apple juice.
Exactly. On this last sip, I actually just got a big burst of like just raw spirit, like just alcohol. I'm going to add a drop of water. See what it does to the whiskey. Boop. Boop.
You can really taste that water. No, it didn't do a whole lot.
No, it didn't.
The apple's almost too strong.
Yep, it's. So if you like the flavor of apple and you don't want to go for like an apple liqueur or an apple whiskey or
Right.
an Alabama
You don't want to
style
do
whiskey,
a Crown Royal apple or a
Yeah,
Laird's
exactly.
apple jack.
but you
or-
like the flavor of apple, this is going to be great for you.
Exactly.
Let's give this a rating.
All right.
Friendliness. This is super friendly.
It's as all Irish whiskeys is. This is definitely super friendly.
Absolutely, I'm going to give this an 8
Yeah.
as far as friendliness.
8.
If I
8 out
did,
of
if
10.
it would have been 9 for me if it didn't have that bite of alcohol in that one sip. I feel like it's like popped out from everything. Complexity. That's where this one takes a hit.
Yeah, complexity. I'm gonna go on the lower end of the spectrum and give this one a 4 out of 10.
I was thinking
just
4 too.
because it's
It's one note.
it's so much apple.
It's just one note. I can't find like the flavor of barley. I can't find the flavor of anything in here because I could dig through this if I wanted to and maybe find some more, but I don't want to. It's a good whiskey. It's not bad.
No.
It's just apple.
That's not a sit down and sip kind of whiskey.
Mm.
This would be good. This would be a fantastic cocktail whiskey.
Oh yeah.
This would add a lot to an old fashioned.
Oh, you know what? This is an old fashioned Irish whiskey.
That would be.
Put this in your old fashioned. You're in business. So we did complexity, friendliness, value. Do you know what this is running?
Off the top of my head, I do not know what this
So-
is actually.
So here's the thing, right? If this is any more than $40, I'm gonna have to give this guy
Another lower end
5 out of 10.
rating. Yeah.
Um,
But that's the thing. With it being a select market,
right.
it's going to be a little more high end.
Absolutely.
A
Well,
little
that's the
harder
thing.
to get, little higher priced.
Yeah.
A pour of this at our bar is $10.50.
Absolutely.
For $10.50, are you really getting that much value out of it? No.
So based on that, I'm gonna guess this is probably a $35 to $40 bottle. Value for me then is going to be. Oh, by the way, Marshall, if you just want to help the people at home, just toss up the price there, if you don't mind. But yeah, for me, I'm not gonna give this. I can't imagine this is a great value for what you're getting. So I'm gonna give it a 6.
Give it a 6.
Alright.
It's an Irish whiskey, but it doesn't stand out from all the rest.
Right.
So you're paying for an Irish whiskey, and you're getting what you're getting.
Absolutely.
You know, a bottle of Sexton costs what, $35?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. So this compared to a Sexton, you know, while the Sexton is still an Irish whiskey, and
Well, the Sexton is naturally different because it is actually a single malt Irish
this
whiskey.
is a single malt Irish whiskey. Okay.
Well, I think that actually covers the Tullamore Dew cider cask. Until then, here's to cider.
The cider.
Apples.
Yeah, I can't find anything with the apple.
Yeah, apples, man.
All apples.